I'm Jesse Livermore. Traders knew me as the boy plunger, but the truth is simple. I never made my biggest money from one large bet. I made it by pyramiding, adding to winning positions only after the market confirmed my judgment. Most traders think pyramiding is reckless. They picture doubling down like a gambler. That's because they don't understand how it actually works. So today I'll break it down exactly the way I used it, and why professionals still rely on it a century later. Let's start with the principle. You increase your position only when you are already right. You never increase when you are wrong. A losing trade is like a leaking ship. You don't add weight to it. You patch the hole or you get off. That's why amateurs blow up. They add to losers and pray. I added to strength and let the market prove my trade. Here's how I actually pyramided. Imagine a stock breaks out of a clear range. I take my initial stake, smaller than what I ultimately want. I don't go full size on the first entry. That first position is a test. If the market confirms by holding the breakout and advancing, I add. Not all at once, in layers, and each add is smaller than the last. First add might be 50% of the original size, next one 25%, then maybe 10%. Why decreasing size? Because you want a staircase, not a cliff. Your average price climbs, but your risk stays controlled. If the breakout fails after my first or second add, I lose small. If the breakout holds and runs, my best winners become big winners because I have size in the direction of strength. That's the heart of pyramiding. You scale up as the market moves in your favor, and you scale up only as long as the trend remains clean. Now here's something most people get wrong: timing. Pyramiding isn't done every 2 minutes. You let the market breathe, pull back, retest, and then show strength again. Only then do you add. When I watched the tape in my day, I looked for a pause followed by renewed demand. Today, traders see it in higher lows, reclaimed levels, or volume expansion. The market language changes, but the principle hasn't moved an inch. There's another reason pyramiding works. It protects your psychology. When you scale into a trade that's winning, you trade with the market. You're calm. You're in sync. When you add to losers, you fight the market, and no man can do that for long. But here's the part most traders ignore. Pyramiding only works inside a real trend. Not noise, not chop, not wishful thinking, a trend. If you can't identify the primary move, you have no business pyramiding. You'll add into a fake breakout and watch the whole thing reverse. That's why my biggest wins came in markets that were already trending hard. 1907, 1921, 1929. The trend was obvious. All I needed to do was participate and press the advantage. Let me make this clear. My greatest fortunes came from a small number of trades where pyramiding allowed me to ride the full wave, not from being right often, from being right big. If you want to use pyramiding today, follow these rules. Rule 1, start small and let your first entry prove itself. Rule 2, only add when the market confirms strength. Rule 3, each add must be smaller than the last. Rule 4, raise your stops as you pyramid to protect profits. Rule 5, stop adding the moment the trend shows hesitation. Rule 6, never pyramid into weakness. Ever. Most traders think they need more trades. They don't. They need more conviction in the right trades. Pyramiding gives you that edge if you use it with discipline. The market rewards courage only when courage is backed by evidence. Pyramiding is the structure that lets you capitalize on that evidence. If you want more lessons that built my trading career, subscribe. This channel is here to sharpen your thinking, not to sell fantasies. The markets haven't changed. Human nature hasn't changed. The rules still work, and pyramiding is one of the strongest rules you'll ever use.